And it looks like he probably would be inspired what he saw from the two surfers ahead of him in the draw.
O'Leary both in this heat. So when we talk about those qualification scenarios for the Olympics, that's going to come into play. Their results here. Here we go. Robinson in the barrel, threads it through there, thick section there, and Jack completes that one. Pencil dives off, and that's going to be the first meaningful score of this heat at the 26-minute mark.
Seems to be cleaner and inside onto this inside ledge, and that's what'll happen is it'll square up, get nice and round. So good opportunity there for Jack. I mean, he was third priority sitting down the reef and found this gem.
Yeah, this is a really good illustration in slow motion. The wave growing, getting really thick on that inside section there, and already knowing that that's a score.
That's the intensity of that barrel. This wave is known for the fact that it'll actually go wider than it is higher, and that's the Teahupo'o. As you watch again, the amazing ability to see this wave and what it's going to do, get himself in position to maximize the barrel time. Another good read of these surfers that understand this reef.
Callum Robson from high above there, but cannot find an exit through that Tahiti barrel. Let's check this out. This is Callum Robson.
Ooh, and how is this one draining down the reef? And with that tide, you can see that this swell here, which we have on offer, generally was supposed to be a couple different angles of swell. We've had some leftover southwest swell. We'll get back to that.
Man, Jack taking an insider here. This is a smart heat strategy from the Western Australian, because he just wants to get, a backup, better that 1.17 and really kind of extend his lead, right? Back up his 7.5.
The positive signs of what I would have liked to have seen today would be a bit more energy in that longer interval swells that we were supposed to be seeing. That would be, if we could keep some size there, it could roll into tomorrow and we could have some good surf on top for tomorrow.
Robson, his second year on the championship tour, 22 years old. We're going to get back to more on Callum because it's all about Jack Robinson. Not really. Just repositioning for Robinson. Previous wave, a 3-point ride. He did build on his 2-wave total.
We had mentioned about the fact that this reef is tough to really position to when the tide starts moving around. It definitely moves you with the current.
Look at him right here. Finds this underneath priority and in and out. Jack Robinson, he's going to better that 3. How was that?
Again, working and figuring stuff out, seeing stuff that other surfers aren't seeing, and creating. That's what the best barrel riders can do. Yeah, and again, I think that's what's happening is you see them, they're moving up and down the reef. You may even not know that you're being pulled by the current because there's all this water that moves out of that huge deep channel, and it's very subtle, and it moves you, and the energy moves you. You get water that pours over the top of the reef, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm a little bit too deep. You move 10 feet over, you're in perfect position for this. That's exactly what happened for...
It's a drainer, and Jack, pretty happy with that. A little finger snap. Callum Robson, Pete.
Utilize that priority. I don't know how he made that drop. He was side slipping and somehow gets control and finds the barrel. So this is a great answer to Jack Robinson's already 15.57 points. And that'll take him probably out of that combination if he's able to get above a 6 or so. And that was some tactics right there. Just free falling out of the sky in the lip. Somehow sideways, completely gains control and slides right on up into the hole. That was
just
amazing
a little bit
stuff.
Of Tom Petty right there on that takeoff.
What are you going to do with it? Tell us.
Side slipping.
Free fall. Okay, yeah. Into the thing, and that was why he was able to find this barrel time the way he did. The depth there, that was creative in the way he fell out of the sky. Free falling into that one.
There's the numbers. A couple of judges went 7. So that gets Callum out of the combination and into this heat. 22-year-old out of Evans Head, Australia, has a strong sense of fundamental surfing. Connor got a wave as well. Here's a replay.
Ooh, little underneath one. Again, on the forehand, slides underneath the hood. Kind of due to a lot of this wind. It's a little tighter interval, so it's not 10 seconds probably on the interval. And it moves on the top of the reef.
Oh, Callum on the fight back here. Don't know if that's going to be a 9, but...
Definitely not going to be a 9.
Taking some swings at it.
You can't surf your way, we say it cliche, but surf your way into rhythm. And he's done that. I mean, this is another pretty good score here, and and create a year that like we've seen from Felipe,
Yeah.
And even a long season that he's had to deal with some injuries and still been able to somehow muster results.
We talked about it. Here goes Callum, just trying to surf his way into rhythm. That's not going to do anything, but just staying busy. He's third in priority right.
majority of the Tahitians probably are more in a boat than they are a car.
O'Leary, double hand drag, gets in there, gets out of there, lines up for a big snap there. One more time off the bottom, gets a second turn in, and kicks out of a very shallow water. Likely going to surf himself out of that combination.
Callum's able to, have to do a 9.07 is a, pretty special wave. We haven't seen any 9s yet today.
Is this a 5.57?
It's pretty well done, and I will say with the maneuvers, he's put himself into contention to get at least the 5.57, right around that range for sure.
I'm feeling he's going to get out of combination 2. You can see, look at the stalling technique, Pete.
That is it, compressing. You're actually putting your toe in the wall on your back foot as well as your arm and everything. You tighten up and put all that weight on the back foot. So you're actually using not only the fact that you're hand braking the stall, but you're also using the back rail of the board and pushing that board down into the whitewater to slow you down. And you do that by compressing very small at the takeoff. And that allows you to kind of release into the barrel, and that'll actually how you can control your speed. You'll actually hug up in the very top corner of it, and you release, let that gravity in the wall of the wave, and it'll allow you to kind of pump up through the barrel. That was a great technique for the forehander for Connor O'Leary, and we'll see that a lot, especially with the southeast angle. You can kind of see that drop. Not enough time to really turn it in 2 waves, and obviously with control, well, let's see what happens here.
O'Leary finds the pocket, finds the barrel, busts through that section there. Quick kick out for Connor O'Leary. We'll see if that was enough to get out of combination, but I don't know if he's going to have the time to get those 2 waves at 50.57. It would be a miracle.
As we watch the replay here, this is a little better angle to be able to understand how this one unfolded. Yeah, real quick, the exit, a little bit of an error there from Jack, and giving priority to Callum and giving him an opportunity at the end of the seat.
Wide on the reef. O'Leary pumps into this barrel. It's a drainer. That just must feel good.
Well, I think it'll actually get him out of combo. I mean, there was a great technique in the way that he set that up. Very similar to what I was talking about, where he put the handbrake on. You're going slow, so it's easier to slow yourself down at that moment, and he's timed it to let go and pump through the second.
Robo goes on to the round of 16. O'Leary, Robson on to the men's elimination round. We'll be back with more action.